This is fine line tape, and generally you use fine line tape in between, like with colors generally, and the reason being is you can bend it, twist it, and all that stuff, and it doesn't get wrinkled up as much as a 3/4 inch. But this is where the purple's coming up to here. This is gonna be yellow up here, yellow on the roof and yellow on the hood. So now I'm just running the fine line tape where I'm gonna do the cut of the colors. So that's what I'm doing right at the present moment. I'm just gonna run it right along here with my eye. Just gonna take a look at it. Looks nice and straight to me. You can see I'm pulling that straight. It's not straight with the hood. I'm going to have to go down a little bit. Softly bring it back up, I guess. Can you see that wow in it there? So I was wondering what's going on. But it could be a spot that's fixed there or something. You can spend hours at this if you want, but I'm going to try to just put it on. I got a little bend in the tape right there. Nope, that isn't going to work. And fix it. Good enough. Just going to take a look on the other side and see where I come back to. Where the line stops. I'm gonna have to do a measurement. Can't tell. Measuring tape for a second. Have not got a marker on me. 2 feet. Hopefully I can see that. Enough. Enough. This is going purple, so I'm going to cut this off. Nice edge going there. Go back to the other side, do the same on the other side. I'm going to have to open up the door. Might as well cut that now. The reason I'm going to have to open the door because I'm going to have to tape all the black inside. As you can see, I used the plastic that was on it before. I'm just going to do it again. Just do the exact same thing, tape it down again. Why would I not? Try not to dig into the paint when I cut it with a razor blade. Let's go there. Cut this again. We're going to have to tape all this off down here to cover the black. All right, so as you can see, this is going to be with this color. So I'm going to tape this piece off, and this is getting painted purple. So we're purple all on the back and all up the stripe all the way around through the front, all the way around. The black looks good, so all you have to do is do a good job with the purple, and then we'll have 2 colors done good, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm going to grab some tape. When you're taping up your car, yeah, it's fine to use the crappy tape. This is the crappy tape here. When you're taping your car, it's fine to tape things up to paint things and prime things or whatever. But when you're doing a paint job, you really don't want to use that. It's just not good tape for that sort of stuff. All it'll do is aggravate you. That's all it'll do. Now that I got the fine line tape on there, I'm going to take some half decent tape and go on top of that, and then we'll stick our plastic down to the tape. Just pressing it on so it's tight and right. So now I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Just go around it again. And give something my plastic can take to, or a little more area for my plastic to take to. This is not my favorite thing to do, is tape a car. You can see how I'm bending that tape around the corner. If I try to use If I try to use this tape to tape the car off, that's what happens around the edges of the corners, and sometimes you don't get it all down. And what happens is the paint goes down through it, but on that one edge it's fine. That's why I'm using the fine line first. I'm not getting all this stuff going on. I'm going to go around the corners. I find the best way to get that fine line tape straight is to stick it on and then go the length of your panel and look down the panel with your eye. That's how I find it the best to do. There might be a better way, I'm not sure, but that's how I like to do it, obviously. I should have the camera. Jolene should be doing this. She likes taping. Now we're just going to set the plastic up so I can put the plastic on to the tape that we already have. Now if we have any paint that goes through the tape, like over here, I'll show you there's a place on this side. If we have any paint that goes through the tape, like this right here, has to be sanded off. Like we'll have to come back over that with 400 and knock that off. Maybe even 220 first and then 400, I'm not sure, but basically that's what will happen there. And I would say if you're doing a high dollar job, you probably would want to tear it all off and retape it. Where it's not that high dollar job, where it's the budget build, or we're building to what the car is telling me to do, we're going to reuse everything and to keep the price down. I think this tape is, how much a roll? Just bought it. How much a roll is it?
$5.
How much?
$5.
Oh, well, that's a good price. It's banging. It's a better price.
The wide stuff is $14.
The what?
The wide 2-inch stuff is $14 a roll.
$14 a roll, so there is a difference in price, obviously. That's not the one we want right there. On to a new one. So the car would look really nice black and red, that's for sure. I'm happy with the black. It turned out really good. Turned out really good. Turned out really good. I'm going to say it again. Turned out really good. I always get to, when I go to the washroom, I always get to read the comments, and the comments that come on at the top is the ones I read. So I can only answer to the ones I read that come onto the top of the page. But he said there's a lot of dirt in it. You know what? You're just as full of shit as the toilet was. You have no idea. People say things, they have no idea. Lots of dirt in it. The car turned out really good, I think, in my opinion. It's funny how people can say things and spread things and you don't even know the truth. There's so many people like that on the page that say things they have no idea. Crazy. Crazy. But the people that are really good people, they let them know. They let them know. And for the people that are watching, we're doing a build that is for anybody. Like, anybody can do this. You can buy an old car for a half decent price. You know, I mean, let's face it, the car is not in mint condition, or else I'd be going a different way with it. But anybody could build a car like this and have something at their Cars and Coffee or whatever they have where they live, and have something everybody would come over and take a look at. And that's basically what this car is going to be. Something that everybody would want to come over and take a look at, just because of the simple fact of the way it looks and what we've done to it. Not going to take it to the Grand National Roadster Show or anything, but I would be damn well proud to drive it at Cars and Coffee, just because we're having fun, and that's what it's about sometimes. It's not always about who's got the best ride or who's got the most money. It's not about that. You can make it about that in your own brain if you want to, but that's your own story. There's a lot of people out there that just want a cool car. Like Colton, my son, for instance. I can inspire him to go get an old car like this and put a paint job on it or do something cool to it. He can have something that he can be proud of, basically. And it is inspiring him too, because I can say it is, because he's been talking about getting something and going for it. And it does not have to be a bunch of money. And the reason being is he doesn't have a bunch of money right at the present moment. And I would never want to stop him from having a dream of having a cool car. I would never want to stop him that at all. I want to inspire him so he wants to have a cool car, and he can realize with a little bit of paint and a little bit of this and a little elbow grease and a little bit of creativity, he can have just as cool car as anybody else. And I'm going to keep it that way until the end of time. Like I always tell everybody, there's more people in the world that cannot afford it than can. And I'm for the people that want to get creative and build themselves a ride that everybody could enjoy to look at. And that's what we're doing here. Some people get it and some people don't. Some people don't want to get it because they don't like the idea of someone being creative and being better than theirs. And it's just pathetic. Get creative and play. And Colton will someday, I guarantee it. He's already talking about it. That makes me happy when he gets going that way, because he has something to dream about and think about other than foolishness. And you know just as well as I do, it happens. Like I say all the time, I like to come out here and do this because my brain is somewhere where it's good and not where it's bad. And when you're coming out here dreaming about an old car in the garage, it's way better than thinking where you got to go and where you got to be and who you're going to miss. Having FOMO, fear of missing out. There's really nothing to miss. Yeah, I'm just going to stick that on there. Now, get that put on there. It's looking decent. So what you can see now, what we've got cut off of the roof and the back part is all going to be yellow. This is going to be yellow where it's covered up, and this is going to be purple. Do not know if I got enough purple. Do not know. And it's been a couple days since we've unmasked it and tearing the unmask off. It's been a couple days. All right. I'm going to put a little tape on this, and we can put a piece of paper on that. Yeah, it didn't work out so good. Wherever there's masking tape, the paint will not lie or stick to. Just want to tape it off the best I can because I don't want to sand after, like on the quarter panel. I don't want to do that if I can help it. Got the doors cut here because I want to get the doors back open. There's paper that's got to go inside. I think I'm going to leave all the doors inside black. Can't see no reason why not. See that little piece right there? Something like that is where it has to be covered. Probably get more on it, and then I turn that piece of tape around would have been better. Take a piece of razor blade, or take the razor blade and tuck it. Generally try not to tuck tape, leaving all the tape on the moldings that are on there now. Talking about the moldings and stuff like that, people going on, taking the moldings all off and that sort of stuff. This is what happens. This is I'm going to talk from experience. When you take that sort of stuff off, generally, like on that fender, you generally would have to get up in there, take that inner fender out, pull that fender off, and get that off. You have to tear, we got the interior, but you have to tear the interior off to get this molding off. You have to tear the interior out and get inside the trunk to pull these moldings off. And there's clips on those. Obviously, there's clips that hold them on there. When you take them off, it's 1960. Are all them clips gonna be okay? You're gonna twist them off? Is there some missing now from changing colors and that sort of stuff? So what happens is when you take them all off, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt. And the reason being is all them clips that you're taking off them moldings, when you go to put them on, you're not gonna have them. Some are gonna break. And then you're going to be in for a world of hurt because you're not going to have all them clips. You're going to have to make them. You're going to have to find them. And if you do not know, they are expensive to do that. And that's the reason why we left all that sort of stuff on there. We're not going there with this one. It's called more time, more work. And then it costs more money because you'd have to buy the clips and sort of things and then put it back on. It's more work both ways. We are changing the color of the car to make ourselves happy. To say that we've got a cool car. That's basically it. Not going any further than that. We're just making a cool car. We've chopped it, and I'm thinking that's enough. We spend enough money on the window. Not everything has to be the way you think it has to be. And I prove that every day. Prove it every day. Stick with us, I'll prove it today. Some razor blade. So it's Sunday fun day, and we're up here playing with masking tape and plastic. And you know what? And we were gonna try to take some weekends and stuff off, but this is the only thing I know what I like to do. Unless I'm going around and getting parts for cars or going to see stuff or whatever. If there's something that we like to do and we need it, well then Jolene will book ahead a little bit and we'll make a video so we can get away. Don't hate me because I like to work. You can if you want though. I find a lot of people will get mad because I have something. It's like, well, I worked for it. Why shouldn't I have it? And if you work for it, you can have it too. That's what I'm telling my boy anyways. You want to work for it, you can have it too. If you don't want to work for it, well, you can't knock somebody that has it that hasn't worked for it. I mean, you know, let's face it, you want it, you work for it. It'll come to you. Don't come all at once, just keep your head down, keep working. Keep working. We're going to use some poopy tape on that. Poopy tape. Just going to put one this way. May as well. Let's get some paper. Use some poopy tape. How much roll is this stuff?
$2.50.
$2.50. Only reason I'm asking Jolene is because she's frugal and she wants sometimes to use this stuff, and it is what it is. It's like buying a coffee every day. How much is coffee every day? You have to figure it out. Where are your wants and your needs? Where are they? Are they in check? Because if coffee is stopping you from having an old car, drink coffee at home. That's what we do. We buy instant coffee, have it every morning. Jolene makes it some mornings and I make it some mornings. We don't have tailor-made coffee every day, but we sometimes do. But I mean, let's face it, if it's stopping you from having a hot rod, make your own coffee. And this is a hot rod that anybody can have. Anybody. And I hope it inspires somebody to have one like it. Hope someone builds one tomorrow just like it. NASCAR themed hot rod. Be the talk of your cars and coffee. Look at that cool car. Wish I had one. That thing is cool. Not mint condition though. That doesn't matter if it's mint condition or not. What matters is you're happy and it's cool and it inspires somebody or somebody likes it. That's what makes you happy. Now, if Colton drove this to a Cars and Coffee and Dad, they really like my car. They really like my car. You think that would inspire him to do better and work harder? That's what this car is all about. To inspire somebody else to go for it, be creative. We're using Nason's paint, which is the most reasonable. We're using leftover paint from what we had. That's where we're going with it. We are not diving into taking all the moldings and all that stuff off. Not doing that. We're doing it more reasonable. The paint down the bottom is quite. I hate to say it, but the black paint down the bottom is quite something else. That is quite something else. Quite something else. Now, I'm thinking that I got that basically taped off. I got the roof to tape off here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fine line that there. The reason for that being is the fine line tape just gives me a little better line when it comes time to when I go to peel it off and go to paint the other paint. Now come over here, sweetheart. Get a little tape right here. See this tape right here? This is the fine line tape, and that's what separates it, and I just peel that off. I'd want to peel that tape up, not down. If I peel that tape down, there could be a chance I could rip that paint off, but I want to peel it up and pull it up like that, like so. And you can see what a fine line looks like. Nice fine line there. Now we'll put our tape on top of the black and we'll paint that purple. Let's do that before I forget. Save time and money by cutting the plastic and doing that. I'm going to pull that down. Tape was a little too wide for the moldings. Also, when it comes time, when we paint the purple on there, you could always put a pinstripe on that because there will be a little bit of a ledge. Well, we got a ledge going there now. There will be a little bit of ledge, but that's fine. But you can put a little black pinstripe on the pair of them to make them look good in the end. Let's go to the other side and do the other one so I don't forget. See that right there, how that's tucked in there? Really want to make sure that's down in there, because if not, that purple paint will go down on the black. If it does, if the purple paint goes down on the black, this is what I'm thinking. Take a little bit of compound. Take a little bit of compound. You could compound that off because that black is still shiny, and it should come off pretty decent. Get that in there. We're hoping that the black paint does not show a mark from being soft from the tape. That's what I'm hoping. Let's go like that. Fixed a little spot there this morning when you're blowing it off. Must have blew a chip off of that, so I just fixed it with some filler. 80'd it, 220'd it, and 400'd it, and it should be fine, just like we did everything else. Now, right along the back, I'll bring that razor blade. Nothing peeled off. That's a good thing. We sanded the car down really good, so there should be nothing that peeled off. I didn't mind using the poopy tape with the plastic because it really hangs on nice, but if you're taping your car off, I suggest that you use good tape. And don't use tape that's laying on the ground because it has dirt on it. We're gonna go here. Let's get that in there. It's gonna be a hard one because it's got that. I don't know how hard that is, but that's basically where I'm going with it. Why not? It's good to me. Now I'm going to go get some orange and finish it off. Let's go this way. We have an issue with underneath the trunk lid. The trunk lid, as I lift the trunk lid up on the car, when I lift it up, the paint on it is all blistered and coming off. We have an issue with it. We might have to deal with underneath the trunk lid before we paint the car, and that'll be something that we'll do before we paint it. I'm thinking I don't want to do it after we paint it, and the reason I don't want to do it after we paint it because I just don't feel like I want to get into it. Just gonna run it up there just to make sure it fits. Doesn't matter what the tape looks like, just as long as it keeps the paint off the other one. Also with this car, with us doing the window, you know, there's like, we were talking to Oz from California, the man, probably the custom king of custom cars, the most beautiful customs of the world. He's done a few of them, 6 or 7 of them. He knows what it's all about, obviously. And as we were talking, he said there's so many cars out there that are chopped that do not have windows. And I hope that I've helped one person make a window for their car on this one. I hope. And the reason being is, as people knock me for doing that and doing the plexiglass window, and I chose that plexiglass because I told you of certain things, because it's harder, it don't scratch, and it don't discolor with the sun. You would be surprised of the cars that have it. And as you rip me apart, you probably would put a like on a car that has a plexiglass window. It's quite something. But there's a lot of cars out there that have what they have to get it done. And you're holding yourself back if you think it's wrong. You're holding yourself back. And the reason being is, does it matter if it's wrong in your eyes as long as you're going forward? Would you not have something because you think it's wrong? Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. Just do it and be happy with it. Just do it. That's what I do. I do anything that makes me happy. Got a nice line going on there, yellow up. Not buffing this car, so you'll get to see it. Whoever gets to see it will get to see it on all their glory. You know, not buffing, not hiding, nothing. And as people say, well, I wouldn't want to buy that car. You don't have to. You wouldn't have to buy this car, not at all. Probably wouldn't sell it to you if you didn't want to buy it. But the people that are watching, at least I'm being honest. I'm being honest. What I'm doing, what I've done, I'm not hiding a damn thing. I'm not hiding nothing. And the people that says it's wavy, well, that's a lie. I love proving people wrong with their stupid comments. And Howard Quick is the guy to tell them. Right, Howard? He's the guy to tell them. It's going really good right at the present moment. What I'm going to do here now, I got that taped off. I'm kind of wondering what I'm doing with that yet. Just going to do this. And the people that enjoy it, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just going to do this. I don't need that right there now, but did you want to help at all? Joni's going to step in and help a little bit. Cat's got her tongue, or she swallowed a frog, one or the other. Nope, got a little bit of tape there to put on there. Got fine line tape. Do you want to step back? Colton's doing a really good job too. I can only go by, what we have done lately, and I'm happy with Colton. He's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. He really is. The reason I say he's doing a good job is because he's been there every day I needed him, and also I hear him talk about cars like he would like to have one. And that's what it's all about. Have to start somewhere. Keeping that down on the black. Keeping this folded down so we can tape that down like that. We'll go to the other side. You would never tell your son you couldn't have a plexiglass window, would you? Even if it made him happy, you would tell him he couldn't do that? Not me. I tell him go for it. Yeah, we try to do that again. Not me. Just trying to get a little bit more on this. Fina slept like a log last night. She's sleeping right now. Huh? Look at her. She's getting older, Fina is. And scares me sometimes. Because I know the reality of life. But she's getting older. She's probably 11, 12 years old. God bless her. And Chatty loves her. But she's been sleeping like a log lately, hasn't she? Huh? Last night she was just snoring, giving right to her. What we'll do is we'll run some paper along here, and then we'll tape it and just hang it, I'm hoping that we have enough to hang it. But man, that thing looks good down the side of it for an old car, I'm telling you. Alrighty. Also on the inside the doors, we'll do some stuff like this. I'll take this fine line tape. I can open this door still. We're all still taped off on the inside. I'm thinking that we're going to leave just one color. I'll run this fine line tape down the edge of this. I'll show you, and then we'll put some paper in there too. We'll do one side maybe. How long are we?
40.
40. We got time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take some fine line tape. Just going to do the best I can. And then we'll have something to stick our paper to. Fine line tape is just easier to bend, that's all. That's all we're doing it for. And then, that's so shiny I can't even see the edge. Wow. It's true. It's true. Now, what I'm thinking is, didn't want to run that up there like that, but put a little piece in here. Now we go to take our paper. We'll run our paper. We'll actually show you if you want to. I don't think we're going to go all the way down on the sill there. I don't think. I'm hoping that the paper is going to go down far enough that we'll cover that. Also, we'll put a piece of fine line tape on this part. We'll put a piece of paper in there and fold that around. Let's do this. There's actually foam that's got a sticky side, and then you can take the foam and stick it in where the door shuts. Sometimes that foam will help hold out dirt. Yeah. I like when we were at Ali's Gambino's, he had a little roll of tape with tape, or a little roll of paper with tape on it, and then you could pull that out. That'd be so nice to have on that. We could just roll that out and tape that wide of paper in there, and then we could close the door. That's basically all I want to do, is put some paper on top, or paper with some tape, put the paper in there so we can close that door, and then the purple's not going to go inside there and wreck that, because we're going to leave that all black in there. Not going to try to cut it off and do that. Nope. Nope, not doing it. And the reason for it is probably the amount of work. I don't think it's necessary to make it look the way we want it to look. Let's grab some paper. Jolie's going to put the camera down, and we're going to go for it. I'm not sure where you want to put it, but we're going to go for it. And the reason I'm going to run a piece of tape on here is to have something for the tape to stick to and not get dirty. Should be lots long there. Should be lots long. All right, we have some tape or some paper. Nice calm day to do this. We're going to want to do the quarter panel. I want you to down this way. Ready? Ready to grab it?
Yep.
I'm ready. I should have grabbed some tape for myself, but you can just tape a little piece on, come on, tape a little piece in the middle, and tape a little piece here, and then we'll run the distance. What we're doing is we're just going to put some, this is the stuff that I was talking about that Alex had. He had all kinds of paper. And I'll just start here and run the tape on. He had all kinds of paper with the tape already applied. And what she's doing is she's going halfway on both of it. You can see right through the tape. Jolene's done this before. You don't have to read the end. I'm not sure how much. So, pry this off. You're gonna have to go, I'm gonna go out. Nope, we're gonna just change it. I'm gonna have to. Let's do this. I'll hand you this, or I'll go back in. Yeah, let's do it. I just got to just turn around. And just stick it, I guess, on that, start it on that tail light, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'll do with what I have down here. So you got lots, can you go around that tail light?
Yep.
Can you go around further? Go around as far as you can then. Right about, nope, second. That there would be fine if you can do that much.
Okay.
I'd stick it on your line. Yeah. What has to happen, I'll leave it out, you do around your back. Now this tape has to be pulled down, just stuck, yeah. What we have is some tape that's stuck up in the air. We want to pull it down. See all that dirt, can you wipe that out? Should have a rag. But anyways, let's go for it. Get my fingers in there. Beautiful. Nice. Well, it does cover it. I'm nervous of it though, you know. It does cover it. You're good there. You're good there. Just gotta, we gotta stop it.
More tape there.
What?
We need to tape that, don't we?
We do. We need fine line tape on that. Yes, we do, sweetheart. So let's do a little piece for inside the door. Then we can shut the door. Rippus. Hey.
Yeah.
That one. Yep, that's good. Put a piece of tape on the end, then come up here and tape it. Same thing. Same thing, same deal. I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, I know what's going on. It's not all the way down. It is all the way down, but I'm scared about the purple. I'm not sure if the purple would get on or not. Yeah. Come in here. Do you want to stick it on? You're gonna have to go past that door. I got it. You want to go past the door? Here, I'll stick it on. You hold the door. You had skinnier paper would be better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And sticking it to that fine line. Tape. And we're just going to go like that. Piece of tape there, I think. And this paper being like a little bit more, a little thinner, not as wide, probably would have worked a little bit better. But we're not complaining, we're just thinking. That's what we got. And we need to tear that. And okay, let's put a piece of tape on that. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. That's where it's at. Now we need another little piece of paper. What's that?
How big?
Let's just, what's that? Yeah, we can do that length. Let's do that length. That'll be good. Don't rip it yet, but. Oh yeah, welcome back everybody. I'm Bad Chad, Jolene's on the tape. No, really, she's on the tape. You want me? Okay. Yeah. Like I said before, this is not my favorite thing to do, but we generally get it done. We generally get it done. And when you're doing this kind of work, it's nice to know that your car is sanded down really nice, because if it's sanded down really good, then you have no fear, or not say no fear, you have less fear of the paint coming off when you peel off your tape. You have less fear. The thinner the paper would have been better, but let's face it, we're doing with what we got. Now, I got a little piece here. I want to a little piece of tape for me. She got it on her arm. Just hold the door there. Yeah, just got a little spot there I missed. Just want to tape it up so it's. Now, I am going to, I think I'm going to shut the door. I'm not going to be painting up top there, so I can tape that to that and down over. I can't do anything about the front. I'm going to have to deal with that later. You heard it from me, I'm going to have to deal with it later. Can I get that edge of that door? I certainly can. And I'm going to leave that just like that. Not going to get no paint on that. You can come take a look. You can see how it's going to get painted. I'm not going to get no paint on the inside of the door. Nothing's going inside there because we got it taped off, or we had it taped off. So I pulled it off. A little bit right here, I think. Like I said, if there's anything that has to be fixed, you have to do it after. We seem to be taped up pretty good. I'm going to go with that. We have to tape down the front of this line here. What if I just try to shut it? I did. Just like that. I did. Here we go. Hoping we're on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some tape. I haven't, yeah. Run some tape down this line. That's what I'm gonna do. No more going in there, I guess. I'll run some tape on this line. No tape going down through there. Take some wide tape and put it there. And then we're gonna run some more. See this here? Stuff like that. It's not tied there tight. See that right there? Mm-hmm. Gotta fix that. That's where it'll get you. Just stick more on it and see if I can hold it there. Now that's where it'll get you. You're least expecting it, right in them spots. Now let's run some tape. Let's do this. We'll run some tape down this line. I'm going to do this, run this across here. Hope we're getting that right. If I run a tape across the paper down there, we're going to do it anyways. Hoping that things are dry enough that tape is not going to affect anything. Now we're going to run paper right up through. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the, you want to put it back there? We'll get this side taped up. And then they'll get it. Then everybody watching will have it figured out for the other side, will they not?
Yep.
I'm hoping that the tape does not make any impressions on the black paint. I mean, it's been dry for a couple of days. It should be fine. I'm hoping. We're going from here up to there, so you can pull it. Here, I'll pull it. You go on the other end. Grab it. We're basically right there. Ready? Rip it. Perfect. Just tape your end. Tape me. Halfway in it. And then once it's painted, it's still not over. I mean, like there's a lot, like there's numbers that we want to put on it, all that sort of stuff. Watch yourself. You take that. I take that. Let me stick mine on first, please, and thank you. Tell me if have you got enough?
Yep.
Got lots?
Lots.
Lots. All right, now I'm going to stick mine on. I'm going to go to the top of this thing. I got to pull all this down. Get in there, nice. I guess that's why I put it on there, because if that's not right there at that door, if that tape pulls down at all, any paint goes down there, it has a chance getting inside that door. Don't want it in there. Don't want it in there. We took the time to put paint in there. We don't want it in there. Just feeding the tape down. Tape's puckered up there where it came together. Push it in here at the center of the doors, nice. Tape's got to come down again. Put more tape on if we have to. A lot of people would rip this all off, retape it up again. That's not what we're doing, obviously. Yeah, gotta get down and get on that. Let's do this. Bring it back. Let's pull it this way a little bit. Get down on that. You got it from there, and then you can tape that together. Make sure you get that in, wrap that around the light. Tape this together. Yep. I'll just put my hand in behind here. Gotta be done good too because there's paint behind it. Now, let's put some poopy stuff on top of it just because it's a little wider, just to make sure nothing's going through that. Stick it on for me, just to make sure. Should be good, shouldn't it? Mm-hmm. See that there? Make sure that's... See, there's another thing too. I probably should have, in all honesty, I probably should have that molding come away there a little bit. That paint can go underneath that molding and down on that black. It's almost like the... We'll have to see. Wait and see. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah. It's loose in some spots.
What's that?
The molding's loose in some spots.
Yes, the molding is loose in some places, and I'm scared. I'm scared. Well, it didn't go up through, so, but it can go down through. Just a matter of I'm going to not spray down like that. I'm going to have to spray it like that. But it can go down through that molding, underneath that molding, onto the paint on the other side. Probably should have ran a piece of tape on the underneath of the molding so it could not go down on the black. Let's go on this, if you want to grab your camera. I'm not sure if we're going to do it or not, but just come this way. We should be fine. I'm thinking we should be fine. But when we paint this, where we taped it to there, when you paint that, it could go underneath that molding, underneath this molding, and down on top of the black. Look at that bad boy, would you? Hey. If nothing else, she'll be a couple miles faster because she's smooth. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. We really appreciate it. This is not a $100,000 restoration or whatever. It's a budget friendly going over of a 1960. That's what it is. And we're trying to make it, being creative, trying to make it cool. So if we went to Cars and Coffee, or if we went for a little run, everybody would want to run over and come over and take a look at it and see if it's really a NASCAR or not. Do not let anybody hold you back from making or being creative. Do not let anybody do that. And the reason being is you'll miss out on something that probably will be one of your best feelings ever, is being creative and people saying that they like it, whether some people don't. Because the people that don't really know, do they? Have a great day. Come back tomorrow and we will be here. The whole crew will be here. Colton will be here. Jolene will be here. And we'll be throwing on some purple. Have a good one.